steps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Everybody subbing up. Let's get to it, bro. The title, DeSean Jackson, man. DeSean Jackson got the job at Delaware State, and this is a good thing, bro. This is literally a good thing, and I'll tell you why, bro. Because it's a good thing because a lot of people, they might look at this, or they have looked at this, not might. They have, like, this is kind of already started and been like, okay, now what are we doing at HBCUs? Are we just hiring random NFL players now? We just hiring random NFL stars? Tyreek Hill said, Cheetah said, get my HBCU coaching gig ready and things of that sort. He said he really wanted to go. He wanted to go to what did he say? He wanted to go to coach after Vic got his job and things of that sort and everything like that. I know Ray Lewis, he said he wanted to coach, things of that sort in the past. Obviously Ed Reed wants to coach, things of that sort. But bro, you have to look at it like this, bro. Like we just have to keep going. And it's crazy because it's like, yeah, T.C. Taylor played in the NFL. Like Eddie Robinson Jr. played in the NFL. Like all these other guys played in the NFL, other outside of Eddie George, the obvious one, stuff like that, who was a star in the league. But it's like those guys don't get, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. They don't get all the flack and everything like that. I want to pull this up, man. I want to pull this stuff up. Hold on, give me a second here to pull this up. Shout out everybody tuned in. I appreciate everybody for sure. You know what I mean? Things of that sort. Hold on. Okay, cool beans. Here we go. I'm gonna share this. Let's look at the facts, bro. Norfolk State, I believe Dawson Oldham's, the former Southern coach, was their coach this year, if I'm not mistaken. 2-3 in the conference. 4-8 overall. Barely over 500 at home. 1-4 on the road. And lost their last game. Delaware State went 0-5 in the conference. 1-11 overall. 0-5 at home. 1-6 away. Who was their coach this year, bro? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. But Dawson Oldham's, I'm pretty sure was. I'll look it up right now as we're going and stuff like that. I'll share this screen in the meantime. The thing pretty much the point of that is, if not them, who? Because the people that they've been using for a lot of these programs that are even in the position to hire new coaches didn't have good coaches. Or I wouldn't say that, because Dawson Oldham's had some successful years at Southern, and I'm aware of his like kind of coaching track record and things of that sort. But you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't working, bro. It just wasn't working. The fit wasn't working. And sometimes that happens, bro. Sometimes the fit just isn't working. It's not going. Yeah, Dawson Oldham's. Here we go. Dawson Oldham's was the head coach. Like I said, I covered him when he was at Southern and the SWAC and everything when I was over in Mississippi. And he was one of the better coaches in the SWAC. And Southern was one of the better programs in the SWAC as well. And, you know, so he's a good coach. I know that. But it obviously just wasn't working for the past couple of years over there at Norfolk State, ever since he left and went to Norfolk State and things of that sort. It went 4-8 this year. Delaware State went 1-11. In days where, you know, it's also like this, right? NIL. We're in the age of NIL. With NIL, you have a program like LSU, a SEC, large PWI Power 4 program that had the number one prospect in the country with the quarterback Bryce. That kid, hold on, LSU flip. Let me see. I want to get his name right. Bryce Underwood, you have that kid, right? Who's the number one prospect in the country. And, you know, all the way up to early signing day, he's LSU. And then he flips to Michigan last second because one of the richest men in the world, his wife went to Michigan. She's a Michigan fan. And the guy at Barstool, Dave Portnoy, the CEO of Barstool and founder of Barstool Sports, decides, hey, Michigan needs a quarterback. I'm tired of this crappy quarterback play. I want a good football team. And they put up $10 million for the kid annually, and he just signs it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the days of that, where you're competing with money, when you're competing with millions of dollars, as already underfunded HBCUs, how do you even give yourself a chance to put out a decent or commendable product on the field? At the very least, hiring a high-profile NFL star is going to get your attendance good and everything like that, because half the people are going to be there off of curiosity first season. Like, half of the people are going to be like, oh, let me see what this is about. DeSean Jackson really on the field? The guy that like threw the football like down on the ground and threw it out of bounds when he was about to cross the goal plane, when he was about to cross the plane, when he was about to cross the goal line. Michael Vick, really like the most exciting player of his generation, the guy who transformed the position of quarterback forever. It's Michael Vick, the guy who made the West Coast offense. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like you're gonna look to see how exactly he's gonna look when DeSean first coached at Jackson State, like first couple of games in practice, open practice and stuff, you're looking to see like if they score a touchdown, is he gonna do the prime time shuffle on the sideline? Like as a coach, like is he still gonna dance? Is he gonna wear the bandana? Is he still gonna be electric? You know what I'm saying? There's that like initial just interest and curiosity there of like what does this look like? And I think these days, honestly speaking, bro, the only way that you can compete is by doing something different like this. Unless, you know what I'm saying, the people that you already had have been building a program in a positive direction. Say, example, Willie Simmons, what he was building over there at FAMU before he took the job at Duke and then went to FIU, right? If you're building something that's going up in a great direction, things of that sort, and the program looks like it's going, like you guys are getting better recruits, or you're making more of the recruits that you already had. You finish 4-8 1 year, then you finish 5-7, then you finish 6, and you know what I'm saying, whatever, you keep moving up, then okay, things are looking different. We're going to stay with this young guy. We're going to stay with this guy who is a long-time HBCU assistant coach, this guy who is an HBCU alum. All of those things, right? So I think that's different, bro. That's just different. Hold on. Let me see this real quick. I wanted to see this. But when it's something like this, where you go 3-8 your first season and 4-8 your second season, what else do you expect? Like what are we doing here when we're just going through the coaching carousel of the same 5, 6, 8 HBCU coaches? And every now and again, they might have a decent season, but overall, for the past 5 years or whatever, the reason why they even left or got fired from the last place is because they had a terrible record the time before, right? So it's just like, why are we still going with, the same things, expecting different results? Isn't that the definition of insanity? Why shouldn't we try something new? Why shouldn't we try something with, okay, at the very least, if this doesn't work with this first-time head coach, at least we got some eyes on our program. We put some butts in seats, and those ticket sales was money that went directly to the university, whether it be the athletics department or just the school in general. And in the age of NIL with millions of dollars, how do you compete with that? I think this is a great method, and I think it's great for HBCU football. I think it's great for HBCUs. I think it's great for increasing attendance because, as you've seen with DeSean over there in Colorado, them being over there and Shedeur throwing up the wrist and perfect timing coming out, and Travis Hunter being Travis Hunter and Shiloh being over there, and Cam Silman Craig and all those guys and stuff like that. If they taught you anything, it's that, a football team can change a lot. The attendance over at Colorado has skyrocketed. The applications and everything like that. The Black student population has increased ever since DeSean and them got over there. And for kids, you have to think a lot of these kids making this decision of where they're going to go are 17, 18 years old. It doesn't take much to, like, you know what I'm saying, talk them into it. How many kids go to LSU or UGA or one of these SEC schools or go to Duke because they grew up a fan of their athletic programs, bro? How many kids go to Duke because they grew up fans of their basketball team? How many fans go to SEC schools because they grew up fans of their football teams? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is that simple. If the football team is cool, if the athletics is cool, you're going to have more kids want to go to that school. More kids wanting to go to that school, increasing applications, increasing attendance rate and everything like that is going to increase the money that goes into the school, therefore benefiting HBCUs. So I think this is a win all the way around. You know, it's going to work for some coaches. It's going to work for some coaches. It worked for DeSean. It didn't work for Ed Reed. But Eddie George, he got off to a slow start. Tennessee State was really bad for the first couple seasons of him at the helm. He stayed patient with it. His kid is growing up and becoming now a Tennessee player and everything, a Tennessee commit. And now Tennessee State won share of the OVC, the Ohio Valley Conference, and things of that sort. So it's like, it's working so far, bro. The only time it hasn't worked was with Ed Reed. And, you know, shout out to Terrence Mathis as well. He's not up here. Terrence Mathis isn't up here, but let's add Terrence Mathis over with Morehouse there. Did anybody say this? Nobody said this? There we go. Terrence Mathis and Shamshay over there at Miles College as well. And Kentucky State with Felton Huggins. So salute. But yeah, man, you know, like, why not try this, bro? If your program is consistently underperforming and very, very under 500, why are we still going with, oh, let me grab this coach from Prairie View. Let me grab this coach from Texas Southern that just went 1-11. Why are we grabbing the coach from Texas Southern that went 1-11 when we could get this, when we can get Ed Reed or Ray Lewis? What is the difference between getting the coach that just went 1-11 and getting Ed Reed and Ray Lewis? If Ed Reed and Ray Lewis come in there and they go 1-11, you're going to sell out the first half of the home schedule. You're going to be in the news for the entire week that they were hired. You're going to have the press conference packed out with out-of-town press, in-town press that y'all had right around the corner that ain't never covered no Texas Southern game. Why are we hiring the 1-11 coach from Prairie View when we can get Ray Lewis and he might do the same thing? Ray Lewis might go 1-11 too. But Ray Lewis is going to give our program excitement. He's going to put butts in the seats and therefore put in money in the pockets of the HBCUs, which is what we want all the time, right? HBCUs are so underfunded. They're vastly underfunded, everything like that. Why not put some excitement and put some more money into this economy, man? Why not, bro? And the NFL stars are down to do it because, you know, in large part thanks to DeSean and stuff like that, and the way he did it, and they loved the way that he went about things and stuff like that. Even though many of the people didn't know that he's been coaching since Pee Wee football all the way through middle school, high school, and before getting to Jackson State. But you know, people are looking at it and they're loving it, and this is a cool trend, bro. Like, I'm seeing like top recruits in basketball. Like, I remember Deshaun Ruffin. I told him, you know, what about Jackson State coming out of high school when he was at Callaway, when he was a McDonald's All-American? And he said, oh, yeah, I'm seriously considering HBCUs, but I don't know. And then he went to Ole Miss. After a couple of years, he ended up going to Jackson State. My brother, Kamari Rogers, his dad went to Jackson State. He grew up a Jackson State fan. He was the number one player in the state of Mississippi coming out of high school. What was that, 2021, 2022? Number one cornerback, one of the best cornerbacks in the nation out of his high school class. What are you thinking about Jackson State? Because DeSean offered him out of high school. He said, I'm seriously considering the offer. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's not a lot that I'll go just because I grew up going to the games and we are Jackson State fans and everything like that. And DeSean's DeSean. I still have to go to the program that's best for me overall, but I'm looking at it. He started off his career at Miami, then transferred to Mississippi State after Coach Leach passed, and now he's going to Jackson State and finishing up his career back home. So, you know, I'm seeing kids go to HBCUs, bro. You look at Zay Green over there in women's basketball. She's finishing off her collegiate career in Alabama. Started at Tennessee, then went to Grambling, then went to UAPB, Pine Bluff, things of that sort. And now she's finishing up at Alabama. I'm seeing these kids being more open and more receptive to going to HBCUs post 2020, when everybody was saying, we're going to do this HBCUs. And shout out to Bowl, one of the Bowl brothers who went to Howard before 2020 and before the pandemic, all that stuff and stuff like that. Like, the shift in HBCU athletics is happening. And this is what we asked for. I know some people said, I don't care if the team isn't good. But guess what? The team being good puts money into the pockets of the school. That's what we said we wanted, right? So this is what we're getting. We're getting money into HBCUs. We're getting attendance in HBCUs. We're getting more attention on HBCUs on the national level, whether it's commercialized and people are still out of touch and it's not really in tune with the culture. Money is money and eyes are eyes. Viewership is viewership. Donations are donations. People don't care what I'm saying? The color of money is green and people are going to love it each and every single time. So I think this is a positive thing, bro. But y'all let me know in the comments. Thanks again, once again, for all the love. I hope y'all had some good holidays, all that good stuff. Y'all take care of yourselves. Y'all be safe this weekend. I'm officially back on it, everything like that. I'm going to be talking about random stuff or whatever the heck is popping up. And don't forget, I'll remember, WNBA teams. Let me stop sharing my screen so I know when to cut this up. WNBA teams, the new coaches that have been hired, I will be, speaking about those coaches before the season starts next spring. I just have to look and everything, do my research on them, watch interviews, and look at their playing style, coaching style, and everything, how it lines up with the rosters, and I can present a video that will do it justice and everything like that. But until next time, you all please take care of yourselves. As always, I'm Rashad Milligan. Yes, sir. Have a great Thursday. I thought this was Monday.
Snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but.
George Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
We can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.